Showupstandout and Conscious Heart Connections presents William Kennett with Numerology. What's your love number?
Number one, people are bold people. Leadership, I'm doing my way.
Yeah.
So if a mother has a one child, to feed them on the breast, put them down there and they're off popping the balloon, stuff you, mum. I've had me meal, I'm away. So one is independence, power, leadership, CEO material. So two is about communication. It's even about love. You know? So the number two, we got the number two is about love, couples, caring and sharing. Oh boy, we're all interested in number two. When am I going to be in a number 2 year? Because there could be some love, yeah? So the three is about party, yeah? But the number three also brings in energies of travel. So we find that if I'm a three person, I might go into a lot of drama. Because number three is about drama. So anybody who's got children whose numbers add up to three, when I'll show you, you've probably got a little liar, pants on fire there. So you've got to be pretty quick with them. Because people who've got the three in them are very verbal. Four corners, four edges. We're talking about the brick, you know, so this is about being grounded, you know. So the four is real. The four is a hard worker. Sometimes they're too serious. But they get into things like engineering and stuff as well. The number five energy is about liberation, it's about freedom. If you're a five person, you might not be here tonight. Because you're too busy. Five people put their fingers in the pie everywhere. You know? Very flirtatious. They're the ones that crack on to relationships pretty quick. Okay? Number six. Now the number six represents healing. Homes, unconditional love, warmth. But a lot of the six energy is about the healing. Oh gosh, you guys are there. I've been talking to all them there. Sorry about that. So the number six is lovely, warm people, very homey people, love to be around the home. And you usually find them in nursing and things like that. So they love to get into stuff like Reiki. The number seven represents some very spiritual energy. People with the number seven in them probably don't think they're intelligent, but they are intelligent. Have a good base gut level intelligence, very wise old sage. Has anybody got a 7 in their birthday? Daredevils, yeah. The number 8 is about balance, it's about power, it's about courage. So who's got an 8 in their birthday? All of you people dislike corruption and you watch it and sometimes you get depressed. They're great managers, they're great organisers. The last number we're talking about is the number 9, that's the humanitarian. That's the one with the knowledge. The wisdom. How many people have got 90s children? They know stuff. All they want is peace. And they don't want to be there because most of them were in wars previously and have jumped very quickly into this lifetime. So in their DNA is a lot of feeling about war. We don't want war. Now, how do I find out my personal numerological number? I go 2 plus 5 plus 8 plus 1, plus 9, plus 4, plus 7 equals, and I equal a 36. 9, I am the humanitarian. I care for everybody. I want you to add all the numbers together, but bring it back to a single number. We did talk about the number 1, didn't we? The loner. Yeah? The loner. The one that's got to be careful that they're not too pushy because, you know, one women are pretty powerful, so they can kind of scare them in a way. So the number one people have got leadership. You love to initiate things, you love to get them started and get a business started up and then find a number 8 personality that manages things and get them to run the business. Yeah? Here we go, here's number 8, an organiser. See? And what's Mary doing? She's organising, yeah? The number 1 personality is the leader. We've got the 2 personalities. The 2 people are the ones that feel things. They're sensitive. So they might put up barriers. But also too, the number 11s, I've got number 11 over here and number 11 here. Who else is number 11 in the 2s? They are the dreamers, they get very strong dreams. They're the channelers. Who's a 3 personality? Now these are the writers. These are the imaginary creatures. These are the ones that do the design on the shop windows, lure people in. Who's a 4? That's a good, strong engineering energy. You feel that you're strong-bodied women, yeah? They're practical people, very practical people. Here's a 5 personality. You love moving about. I hope you've got about 5 hats in the car. You know, I'm going here doing this. I'm over here to do this. The dollar doesn't worry me. It doesn't scare me. There's another lady here. See, the two of you have got 5 energy in them. He's got his arm around his wife, but she's off here and there. He says, I'm lucky to have her for a moment. You know, because she's a busy girl. She's out there. She's doing it. You're out there. You're doing it. Okay? It's a wonder you're here tonight. It's about their flirting. And you too, Trisha. There's a 6. There's the number 6 personality. That's good. But your man's been working hard. And to walk in that door and to smell that cooking and to see the rose garden looking good and the picket fence, you know, and the artwork in the windows, and the couch is nice and comfortable. So you drift into this home to a party and you sit in one of her chairs and she says, have a cup of this and that, because I'm the nurturing one. And she can't kick them out. They're too in love with bees now. We've just got the 2 number 7s. Your self-love and our gentleman David at the back. These are the people that others will come to talk to about life. You know, and they're thinking, why me? And so you're kind of leaders in a way of getting out there into life, going where no one else has. And you have the knowledge and you have the wisdom and the hardship and busting yourself coming through the pain and whatever it is you got to get through. The number 8, as we talked about our 80s people, they don't like corruption. They're the balances, they're the harmonisers. And they can jump with the number 11s, which the number 11s would like to see things in law, might even become lawyers. You might even want to have that feeling of becoming a lawyer as well. Okay, but great for our number 1s who get a spiritual shock going, and they say, Jess, you're the number 8 energy, let's go in and get you managing it, because the number 8 is the manageress. And now we go to the number 9, so we did talk about the number 9. So who's a number 9? So number 9 people have got to watch their backs, got to be careful of their backs, because if they carry too much of other people's responsibility and other people's loads. The next 2 things I want to do is we'll go ahead with your timing. This sort of thing here, we're going to talk about relationship. We actually do have perfect numbers, the same numbers exactly as our partner. The relationship will last for 1 year. The fire in it is not there. But if you've got a couple of numbers that are a little bit different, that puts the fire in the belly, okay? Now to find out my timing for this year, 2016, and we add that together. Oh, what's the 9 about? In the thing, the 9 says closures, it says endings. Now what I do with finding out my time, 2 plus 5 plus 8 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 6. And that will tell you your year. Yep, it'll tell you the year you're in. Who's in a year 1? This is the year to get excited, because last year being a 9 slowed things down. When's it going to get started? And this year is about initiation.
Yep.
Now the strength of that initiation is going to be around September. September is going to be Mary's leadership time, where initiations and business get cracking. So, who's the number 2 here?
62.
Now, for who's single? Oh, well, hands up. I'm excited. I'm excited because, you know, again, we talk about September. And so the number 2 is about love and couples and caring and sharing. It is also about freaking out because my dreams are getting weird. Okay? Listen to this part of your body now. Try to keep out of this. Who's in a 3-year? Who's thinking about advancing and studying for better things next year at work? This is your creative year.
I've created all that.
Oh, there's so many bloody ideas in that truck, isn't there? Who's in a 4-year?
Skip 2.
Right, who's scared about their work, business at the moment? A little worried that it's going to be a bit iffy? I'm tired, I really want to change the job. Who's in a 5-year? Who's in a 5-year? Oh, they're already in their 5-year, they're gone. They're gone.
Gone.
The 5 is the gypsy. You see, the 5-year is about liberation, it's about freedom. Who's in the 6-year? Good. Now, who is contemplating home or home change? Right here? Home or home change, is that in the 6-year? Yep. Home change. What am I at now? 7 years? 7?
We both had 7.
You're both in a 7 year?
Yeah.
That's actually quite nice that you're in the same vibration, you know. So 7 year will just slow you down a little bit. It'll be about spiritual energy. There might be a birth come through. It's a transformation year, spiritual transformation year. Who's in the 8 year? This is a very prosperous and powerful time. And the 8 year is about money, it's about promotion, it's about balance. Okay, you've got that. It's about making things work better with money, like comes into it. It's about being organised, so you might step up the organisational qualities around your life and things like that. Don't get too bossy. We talked about the 9 year. The 9 year is about endings and closures. Who's in a 9? So it can be frustrating, but always think it was a good thing because we're clearing 9 years of energy. And we may be offloading a lot of things and making quite major changes. Let's look at the compatibility, yeah? See this one here I've put in, that's my numbers in there to show you how I do my personality. My personality says I have determination, I have balance in the emotional state, I love action, and I'm a physical guy. I think heart-wise, but I don't think head-wise. I'm about action, okay? Pythagoras, when he showed us all this stuff, he said, and then when we get the numbers up, we can see what's missing and we can talk about personalities. We can also talk about if that's a lover there and that's me there, right? We can look at their compatibilities with me as well. This line going down here, if we had a 3, 2 and a 1 in our birthday, that means that we're the planner. We plan things well. Two 1s is actually very good at calling a spade a spade. That's it. Let's not overtalk. Yep. This one here, if you've got a 6, a 5 and a 4, you have strong will. Strong will. If you have the 9, the 8 and the 7, you are one that will take action. You'll get sick and tired of having cups of teas and things like that. I'm over this thinking bit. Let's go and do it. 3, 5, 7.
Yeah.
I am my own skeptic.
No, she doesn't have
So that's it. She said that they're all missing.
that. Missing.
Yeah, they're all missing. When they're all missing,
That's right.
that is skeptical.
What's one thing that's got in the middle?
The 3 missing in the middle. The 3 missing in the middle is people who are tuned in and they're psychic. They feel, sense things very easily. They can show heartless energy lots of times. So if you've got these 3 lines across, these 3 numbers across here, you are the thinker because this is about the head. So this is a very good imagination, retention, and wisdom, knowledge. You're a great thinker.
She hasn't got 3 in a row of anything.
Nothing's 3 in a row.
Not even 0.
Not even zeros or anything like that. That doesn't matter. But sometimes it's a feeling of being disjointed, that if you don't have the number, you can use sound vibration, or you can use crystals, crystal colours. You know, what lessons have I got with this particular person, you know? He's trying to get better at being organisational. He's got the leadership. Our good lady has got the 8, which is about power, balance, harmony, justice. It's about organising things. So if he initiates a shop or something like that, she just moves into that shop and runs it because she's the organiser. These numbers and everything about you and your birthday can help you a lot. And even when you go into relationships, you can do this particular crisscross pattern here. And you've met somebody. When's your birthday? Go home and put it in the bloody thing like this and have a look at the numbers. You know, what did William say? You know? So if you then learn a little bit about numbers, astrology or I Ching or something like that, you bring that into a conversation with a woman, you're a winner because there's only 5% of us. There's a lot of women out there hanging out for a good man.
You've been watching William Kennett at Conscious Heart Connections, brought to you by Showupstandout. How does it get any better than this?